An arm lift or brachioplasty is something we're hearing about a lot more these days. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly what it is, who it's really for, and what you can actually expect from the whole process. Let's jump right in.
You know what I'm talking about, right? That bit of loose skin on the upper arm that, no matter how many tricep dips you do, just doesn't seem to tighten up. It can make finding clothes that fit well a real challenge, and sometimes it even causes chafing or skin irritation. If any of that sounds familiar, you're definitely in the right place.
So what's the real deal with this? Well, the medical term for it is arm laxity. And here's the crucial thing to understand. This isn't just about a little extra fat. It's fundamentally a problem with the skin itself, its structure and its elasticity, or its ability to snap back. And that distinction is super important.
And that brings us to the solution: brachioplasty. Put simply, it's a surgical procedure that's specifically designed to tackle arm laxity head-on. The whole point is to remove that extra skin and fat to create a smoother, tighter, and more defined shape for your arm. Now, you might be wondering, how does this even happen? Well, it's not just one thing. A really common cause is major weight loss, where the skin has been stretched out. But, just the natural aging process is a huge factor too, as our skin loses its springiness over time. And then there's genetics. Sometimes it just runs in the family. Even things like sun damage can play a role. It's this mix of factors that often means exercise alone just can't fix it.
Okay, so you know what the problem is. The big question is, what can you actually do about it? You're kind of at a fork in the road here, and it's so important to understand what each path can and can't realistically do for you.
On one side, you've got non-surgical options, things like strength training, which is awesome for building muscle tone, or even some skin tightening devices. But, and this is the absolute bottom line, they cannot get rid of significant amounts of loose skin. For that, surgery, a brachioplasty, is the only method that physically removes the excess skin to give you that dramatic change in contour.
All right, so if surgery is the main path for removing that extra skin, let's pull back the curtain and see what an arm lift actually involves. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. There are a couple of key approaches that are tailored to what a patient actually needs.
So the two main types are the mini and the standard arm lift. Think of the mini arm lift for someone who has just a mild or moderate amount of looseness. The big advantage here is the incision can be tucked away right in the armpit. The standard arm lift, though, that's for more significant, extensive sagging. It does mean a longer incision, but it allows the surgeon to remove a lot more skin and fat and totally reshape the arm.
So what really happens during a standard procedure? Well, you can think of it in 4 basic steps. First, the surgeon makes an incision, usually on the inside of the arm where it's less noticeable. Second, that excess skin and fat is carefully removed. Third, and this is key, the surgeon tightens and reshapes the tissue underneath to get a really nice contour. And finally, the skin is brought back together and sutured, creating that new, sleeker arm.
Okay, let's talk about the real stuff. Any surgery comes with trade-offs, and it's so important to go into this with your eyes wide open. An arm lift is a major decision, and it comes with some realities you absolutely need to be ready for.
And here it is, the number one consideration, the fundamental trade-off you make to get that tighter arm contour is a permanent scar. That's the deal. Now, surgeons are amazing at placing it where it's less visible, but it will be there. This is the core exchange of the entire procedure.
Beyond the scar, there are other risks, just like with any operation. The common stuff you can pretty much expect includes things like swelling, bruising, and maybe some temporary numbness or tightness. Then there are the less common but more serious risks like an infection or a delay in wound healing. Any good surgeon is going to walk you through all of this in detail before you ever get near an operating room.
So, let's say you've weighed the pros and cons, and you're moving forward. What does the healing journey actually look like? Because understanding the recovery is every bit as important as understanding the surgery itself. Let's look at the roadmap for recovery. In those first 1 to 2 weeks, you'll see the bruising start to fade. By about 4 to 6 weeks, the majority of the swelling is down, and this is when it's critical to avoid any heavy lifting. Then, around the 3 to 6 month mark, your final shape really starts to show, and those scars, they'll keep fading and softening for up to a full year.
Following your surgeon's rules is absolutely vital for a good recovery. This is going to include things like wearing a compression garment to help with swelling, avoiding lifting your arms up high or picking up anything heavy for a couple of weeks, and, of course, keeping those incisions clean. At the same time, they'll want you up and doing some light walking pretty much from day 1 to get that circulation going.
We've talked about the problem, the procedure, and the recovery. So now, let's look at the final destination. What is life really like long-term after an arm lift? What's the end game?
And this quote really just says it all. For the right person, the results are so worth it. The ability to just throw on a tank top without a second thought, the physical comfort of not having that extra skin, that boost in confidence often completely outweighs the fact that there's a scar there. It's a trade they are more than happy to make.
But there's one last, really crucial thing to remember. This surgery is not a magic wand. The results can be amazing and last for a very long time, but keeping them that way, that's on you. Sticking to a healthy lifestyle and keeping your weight stable is the key to enjoying your new arms for many, many years to come.
So we end up right back where we started, with a question. But this time, it's a really personal one. Now that you've seen the whole picture, only you can decide. Is the confidence and comfort of a new shape worth a trade-off of a permanent scar? It's a huge decision, but now you're so much better equipped to start thinking about it.